All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of nostalgic oscillation, sci-fi sounds, vintage 1960s. Thanks for joining me, as always. Appreciate you being here. And this is a glimpse in the past, not only the past toy that you're looking at, but a past video, because once again, I'm creating this sometime in the midish to late-ish August, and this will post sometime towards the beginning-ish, towards the middle-ish, middle-ish of October. So, and hopefully by then, you'll have received one more collection update, museum build, if you will, and we'll have made significant progress and close to that opening. Because like I said, I'm front-loading some videos so that when the time comes that I have to start staging giant machines, 40 or 50 of them, and 1,000 toys and 100 pieces of art and things like that, I will be so consumed that the only way I'll be able to post videos is if I'm doing it now, posting them, creating them in advance and showing them to you now. So with that out of the way and a few other things, so first of all, get comfy, man. Get comfy, kick back, and as always, thanks to the both new and old subscribers as well. Appreciate you joining the channel and sticking with the channel. And, it's funny, like when you're doing stuff in advance, I can't really comment on newsish stuff because it would be dated by the time you watch it. So I'm not going to comment on things that happened potentially 6 to 8 weeks ago. But there was a funny election, a primary that booted an incumbent out, who then proceeded to refer himself as an Abraham Lincoln Light. So that was kind of hysterical and amusing. But anyway, if you're comfy and you got that nice cup of coffee and you're stirring and clanking for the clankers, and you've adjusted the sweetness, the cream, if you added some, or it's late in the afternoon and you just said, you know what, I'm freaking tired. Give me a beer, give me a whiskey, give me a bourbon, whatever the hell. I just want to kick back. Anyway, get comfortable. Make sure you're ensconced in that lovely chair of yours, and the screen is nicely adjusted contrast and brightness so that your eyes aren't bugging out, because I have an amazing, it's a rare toy, but the box is exceedingly rare. I mean, original anyway. Maybe there's reproductions out there. This, of course, is the Toymaster. That's who's on the logo on the lower left corner, and probably one of my favorite space toy boxes. It's the Space Survey Jeep. Now, I did have one minor issue with this toy. Well, not super minor, but I'll get into that. And anyway, let's look at this box, because I've been a huge fan. And by the way, like, I am capping this video with or not capping it, but enjoying my bubbly, cherry bubbly. There's what's the other company that makes bubbly? What the heck is that French name? La Croix. Oh my God, their cherry, it tastes like bug spray. Oh my God, it is horrible. This actually has like a cherry flavor. But I don't know, my son bought them and now I'm like compelled to finish them. Either that or throw them away. Although I don't know if he's drinking them himself. So I'd have to find out. But anyway, let's look at this beautiful box here, man. This is, to me, like, if you're into comic books, and I know, like, if you've come over from, maybe a couple people have come over from Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, and they talk about the comic books and things like that, but like, look at this freaking art, man. This would make Jack Kirby himself proud. Is this one of the most epic space scenes? Check it out, like these two beautifully drawn astronauts in their Jeep, and this Jeep is all Jeep. It makes no apology, and it says Space Survey, and quite honestly, this would be the type of vehicle I would expect on a alien planet, a rugged 4x4. So it's a Space Survey, so that's not a gun. The typical gun has been replaced by a telescope, and that dude back there with the goggles looking thing, he's surveying the planet. I guess he's going to be reporting back to the cartographer who will make the maps. And then, of course, we have some escape missiles there. But just look at those colors, man. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this rocket here, for you long-time toy collectors, especially space toy collectors, that's one of those rockets. It's also on that beautiful Ichiko Space Patrol car that right now, if that came for sale in the box with the correct head, would probably break 150,000. There's only one with the correct head known, so yeah, that would be a doozy. Anyway, here's your, did I say Toymaster? Well, it is. What does that say? Toy, yeah, it is Toymaster as far as I could tell. Maybe it doesn't look good. It almost looks like it says Toymax Japan. But anyway, I absolutely adore this box. It is creme de la creme, and then the side is just some cool writing. Man, if I was Jeep, I would make a space version like this. You know, maybe I should buy a Jeep. What do you think? Maybe I should buy a Jeep and trick it out like this. Paint it this color, put all the cool graphics on it, and this giant telescope and a cool antenna. And, you know, that's all she wrote. And here's your end panel. So it's a super, super cool box. Now the toy, here's the one issue I have. Oh, and I hope I didn't crush it. So this antenna has, let's call it a female shaft that slides into the male metal shaft that's protruding out of this telescope mount. That was broken off. The seller clearly knew it was broken off because when he packed the antenna, the shaft, not the shaft here, but the hollow tube, I'll call it the female, like I just did. The female end was missing, stuck on there, and it took an act of God for me to pry it out. I had to use needle nose for a long time. It was just on there, very snug. Now, it didn't look like it was the original, so I was able to wedge that in there a little bit just for the camera. I don't know if it'll stay there because it's not particularly tight. So when I pick this up to show you the toy, it'll be interesting. It may fall off, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something different. This time I'll show you and by the way, the friction mechanism was slipping. It wasn't really working. I don't know if the grease was gunked up, but I manually turned the wheels, and that's probably what I'm going to do now. So watch what happens when you turn the wheels here. Yep, I knew it was going to go. So this is supposed to turn, so it's not now. So the friction drive is supposed to make the telescope go back and forth. That's slipping now. The antenna, now you can see here what I was talking about. There was supposed to be like a female end there. That's not there. And it was working, the telescope, before, though. I did try this before, so I don't know why it's not moving the way it should. So now I can show you the Jeep, though. The lithography is stunning on it with the planets, the flying saucers. This spaceship, like I said, that was used on several toys. All of them really valuable, too, I might add. There's the atom symbol, some stars, some good lettering. That's your astronaut pilot back there. There isn't, even though the toy depicts another astronaut, there's not one. It does have this tin radar dish that's usually missing. And so here's the logo I was referring to. You can see it says clearly Toymaster, even if that's not depicted on the box. And the cockpit's really cool too. Check this out. Really, really nice lithography. Beautiful lithography. Has some really, really cool features on this. And under here is just black. Black, plain black. I could actually kind of clean this toy up a little bit more, but I haven't messed with it. It has a little schmutz on it here and there. Now, I don't know why this isn't slipping. Maybe when I press down the antenna, see how it's loose here, but that's all right. I mean, you know what? Like, to get the box was kind of a small win. It's not like I'm going to play with this all that often. And there's your telescope. So I don't want to get frustrated and keep doing this on camera because you're going to be like, well, just shut up. And now I'll have to mess with that later. But anyway, that is... After all that, then I have to end like that. That is your super rare... Stop that. I'm getting punished here. That is your Space Survey Jeep. I'll have to look, and if I don't like what's showing when that thing fails, I'll have to edit it out. But anyway, let me know what you think of the toy if you like it, and if you have suggestions. And maybe it's a candidate for the robot hut. I'll have to have John look at this video. If he sees it through the end, we'll see what he thinks. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate your time. And if you like the Space Survey Jeep, thumb up the video. And if not, thanks anyway. I appreciate you joining me. And with that, my friends, I'll talk to you later.